Yeah, so about a girl. We're in E flat. There's our low string. Cool. So I think that either grip for E minor or G makes sense. And while this one's more versatile, we see that when he gets to the chorus, that was the first time where we kind of had I should use the one that he's using because of the transition to A. So let's decide we're going to do the two finger one rather than like the C shape one. But because when we do get to C, it's going to be a power chord. Awesome. So yeah, and so we've got two different rhythms he plays for that. The first one is during the intro, and he's going down, down, up, down, down, up. So followed by down, down, and then he just like, let's see here, actually, right. There's a bunch of different ways. Intro. So that's what he does at the very top of the song. He just goes down, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, up. And then when he gets to the verse, that becomes everything is down, up, except for the first chord. So just stop, get good at that, and if you get good at that, you'll be able to play the verse in your sleep. Cool. So verse down, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. And sometimes he mixes it up and he's not consciously doing it right. And suggested starting tempo maybe like. So, and it would be great if you just went 10 total times, because right now you're like just barely getting it, and whether you realize it or not, you're practicing that little teeny pause subconsciously. So if you just zero in on actually doing the change for 5 minutes, you'd be cool. Right on. So right at 2 minutes in the video, we're gonna transition to the chorus, new concept we talked about today that you can apply to Come As You Are, as well as when we're playing in power chords, not on strict 6, 5, and 4, but 4, 5, and 3, that we can just touch the bass string, and that that's our I'm clicking. So yeah, in this one, just left hand wise, he's here, and he just moves his first finger, and he does crazy bar stuff, but we'll just use it. So there's us, and left hand wise, maybe just go until your left hip says, okay, I can do that, which will probably just be like 5 total times or something like that. And be sure you're not barring for your power chords. So yeah. That's what we're doing. Down, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, up. If you want to try to do what he's actually doing, he's barring 3 strings with his ring finger, which is kind of a suspension, but he does suspension chord. He doesn't really ever mean to do it though. It's just kind of how he ends up playing, because he plays all of his power chords like this. So you often get this rather than Cobain-y sounding chord, but I think with the other song we're working on, we'll just go with power chord. So that's how. Down, down, up, same thing again. New section, and definitely like just loop that, get good at it before you even try this next section, because it's totally different. So please pause your video and actually get good at just the 3 power chord part, as the next thing that happens in the song is probably the hardest thing that happens, where we do this, E minor, and then A to C. Yeah, so E minor, down, down, up, down, up, actual open strum. Then we're doing our flop down to A, where like during the lesson, don't worry about getting the first string open, he's actually going himself. So, and it's cool if you have the 6th string too, it won't be a big deal. So here's us doing this transition. My right hand part's down, up, down, up. So let's think of that as going where I do the click is on this shape. Down, up, click, play, and I would really just zero in on that and do it like this tempo. Just do that a bunch of times. Cool. And putting that together, that was like back to the verse. So the whole chorus, just one time through. that's right. It's actually E major. He manages to work E major in there, even though the song's E minor. So maybe. That's right. It is E major, not E minor. So correction. So then we actually just good old E, which is hard to work into a song. You know, having the main part be like minor, 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 and getting this to sound right. So pretty slick compositionally. So there we go. And so zeroing on the. So you'll still want to. Now your verse decision could go either way, but because of this A chord, I'd probably do this one, and then just E exists. Boom, boom, like that. Good stuff. Here we are.